the Mesopotamians, Babylonians, these people never existed. There's never been a people called no Phoenicians. There are so many mythological people of history, it's not funny. I mean, history is very much fabricated, very much so. Right now, I am reading, doing research on the works of several historians. Anatoly Fomenko. I highly advise people to get this series of work. It's a Russian mathematician. He questions history. Basically, he is saying that it was all made up. That there was no ancient Greece, there was no ancient Rome, there was no Mesopotamians, no Babylonians, none of that nonsense. All fairy tale. Another good read, The Chronology of Ancient Kingdoms by Sir Isaac Newton. Also, Professor Walter Williams, The Historical Origin of Christianity, where he also said there has never been anyone who walked this planet by the name of no Plato, no Socrates, none of those stupid philosophers. They never actually existed. They're just like Santa Claus. Why do you think that there are no primary references? They have never found one shred of actual documents from that era. Everything they have is from the Middle Ages, from the Renaissance era. History actually started during the Middle Ages, the Renaissance era. And it was during that time that they invented these mythological histories. I'm also doing some research on Jean Hardouin and Nikolai Morozov. I encourage you, please check out the works. Do not be deceived like they're trying to do with us. Another issue. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of this. It's referred to as art forgery. Is the creating and selling of works of art which are falsely credited to other, usually more famous artists. And archaeological forgery, the manufacture of supposedly ancient items that are sold to the antiquities market. Now, these are some of the known archaeological forgeries. Basically, a team will go out somewhere and they will dig. They're looking for some ancient artifacts. Well, in the middle of the night, some people will get up and bury some fake artifact that they themselves made so that it'll be dug up and found the next day, and they can claim that they found some ancient whatever, and they can make up an entire civilization based on some stupid rock that they dug up. This is how much we are lied today. Just like then, they had this massive campaign of false propaganda. The same thing is going on today with this stupid dog nut culture. They would fake tablets, the Cardiff giant. Many of you heard of that. I know many people heard of the Piltdown Man. These are known forgeries, known frauds. They even have a small list of the forgers themselves. Same thing with art forgery. They made a bunch of art, a bunch of artifacts during the Renaissance era, and they literally fabricated history. They made up history, and it's all a fairy tale. These known art forgers and dealers. I mean, that is a pretty heavy list, and that's just the ones who have been busted. You can imagine how many have not been busted. This is the world we live in, people, where we are lied to by the educated class. It is these educated people who got the personality disorders, right? They're the ones who need help. They want to project it, oh, no, it's just the poor people. All these liars, there's nothing wrong with them. This is what they're trying to tell us. All right, so we have to be very, very mindful of that, right? This is what they try to tell us. The humans, not only the humans came from monkeys and chimpanzees, this is today. You will still find this propaganda today. And they basically saying that blacks are closer to the monkey or ape family than whites and Asians. And you can see these different types of humanoids, some of them just look like black people, like this one, Homo erectus. That was one that was allegedly very close to Homo sapiens, right? Homo Neanderthal. This is what they're saying. Adolf Hitler based a lot of his propaganda on this belief that blacks were actually very close to the monkey kingdom. I mean, these are illustrations. You find this today. But yet somehow, like many professionals have come out and disputed this, said this is absolute rubbish. And you find people, everyday people, who dispute this. This was just some random comment left on a video where they're talking about the belief that humans came from apes. David Jones, a month ago, he said, I love how scientists are so smart they can find a bone in the dirt and explain to us that we came from an ape. What? No evidence for the evolution today, and there never will be. It's not true. But of course, everybody will believe the smart scientists that found a bone in the dirt. That proves we came from an amoeba, whatever that is. Well, sadly, it is false. We did not come from monkeys, and it is the biggest hoax in all of modern history. Why lie? Why so many lies? This is an era of lies, and we have to snap out of it. We have to snap out of it, right? We cannot continue to knowingly be deceived. We have to fight against this nonsense, right? They lie about our very origins. They lie about the origins of human beings. I mean, do you really believe that we just started to figure out how to farm like 8,000 years ago or some nonsense like that? There are certain groups who they trace back 60, 70, 80,000 years.